Good morning, gang. Good morning. Welcome back to this week's Bitcoin update. First and foremost, remember, nothing discussed today is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. It's for educational purposes only. And now we've got that out of the way. Let's jump into the Bitcoin chart, shall we? Okay, I'm going to keep this really short and sweet this week. Pay attention, learn what you can from it, because realistically, since our last video a week ago, we're pretty much in the exact same place as we were. Okay, so last Thursday, last time we did a video, look at this, we're back in the exact same place. Okay, so I'm just going to keep this really nice and simple. If you follow us on Twitter, then you will have noticed yesterday we effectively laid out the most simple plans in the world. This is what we were posting yesterday morning. We're back at the range point of control. Okay, very simple situation here. Either flip the point of control, and if we did flip the point of control, we could start looking up towards value area high. If we start rejecting from the point of control, we're looking towards the value area low. Really simple, okay? This plan has been in play since the 18th, okay? When we were outside value area. Get back within value, look up towards the point of control, okay? Really simple, and in the end, that's what we got, okay? So, let's just throw on the volume profile. Keep it really simple. And this is what's happening right now. So, where price is right now, would I be shorting here? No. Why would you be shorting into local support? Does that mean that support has to hold? No, it doesn't. But from a risk to reward point of view, why would you be shorting local support? And what's your invalidation up here? And then what you're doing targeting these lows, a 1-to-1? Does that make sense? No, it doesn't make sense. Why would you do this? Okay, why would you do this? The only reason why you're doing this is because you've got emotional and you've seen this big candle move down here and you're just panicking, okay? You don't have a trade plan, okay? Yesterday, the trade plan was so simple, okay? This was resistance. If you were longing into that resistance, you're a bit of a fool, okay? So, what can happen next? What can happen next? Let's talk about this, okay? Let's talk about if this support doesn't hold and if this starts to move down lower. Okay, if this starts to move down lower, first and foremost, you've got to pay attention because there is a local golden pocket just below us, okay? Let me just change this over onto this one, and you can see here we've got a local golden pocket below us. Now, is this golden pocket the strongest of levels? No, it's not, in my opinion, okay? What you've got to understand sometimes when you've been trading for as long as I have and you're as old as I am, is not every level is a strong level, and sometimes even though you might have confluence at a level, I still might not take a trade, okay? That comes with time on the charts, okay? That's not something that you're going to learn overnight. Now, does that mean that this level won't hold? It doesn't, because quite frankly this could come up, spike down onto this, then start changing some structure and start moving up, okay? If it does that, great, cool, there's a long trigger, okay? You want to see that sign of strength within this region. Now, if you don't get that within this golden pocket down here, then realistically we can be looking down to the lows. Now, this is the same plan as we've been talking about since mid-March, okay? If we do start to come down and this doesn't hold and this golden pocket gives us bugger all reaction, then first and foremost we can be looking at targeting these lows for liquidity, okay? You've got effectively equal lows down here, okay? So anyone that's been long in this zone down here, whether that's there or there or there, where are the stop losses? The stop losses are going to be below this line. Okay, there's your dominant low. So if we do come down and run the stops down below this level and then show some strength, once again, if you're new to the channel, this isn't a place where I'm just going to be setting limit orders. It's not how I trade. I want to see it come down. I want to see on order flow, this software here, I want to see all the stop losses triggered, or I want to see brand new shorts coming into the market because people are panic selling just like they did within this. And then if I see that and then price reclaims the range low, then yeah, for me, there's a long opportunity, okay? Now, if that level doesn't hold and it starts to come lower, then realistically, once again, I'm going to do exactly what I do every single time. Volume profile on here. Where's the volume? Where's the volume? Okay, down here. There's your point of control of this recent up move. So that move from 38k up to 74k for easy numbers. Where's all the volume? It's all in here. Okay, so if we do end up losing this, then we can look back down into this zone here. Does that mean price has to go there? No, it doesn't. It just means that if price does come down here and then shows me something to work with, great, I'll get involved. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at to the downside. Now let's talk about upside. Well, upside is exactly the same plans as I've been sharing on Twitter. If this holds, or we get the move down to the golden pocket, but if this holds, and then we start getting back above here and reclaiming the point of control without a simple swing failure pattern above these highs. Once again, we've got equal highs here, equal highs here. But if we do reclaim this, then I'm looking back up towards value area high. At value area high, question, do we successfully break out and move up? Or do we reject and start to move down? Okay, I don't know this in advance. Anyone that tells you they know exactly what's going to happen next is talking out of their backside. Okay, all we can do is look at the areas on the chart we want to do business if and when price gets there. If we are given a trigger here, great, there's an opportunity. If we are not given a trigger here, then we look for higher. And if we do start breaking out of value area high, then realistically, I'm looking for new all-time highs. If we come up here, your question is the same again. Do we swing fail all-time highs and start to retrace, or do we push up higher? Okay. If we push up higher, it's that same region I've been talking about for months and months and months, up towards 77, 78k. If we can start flipping 77, 78k, then yep, then I'll start accepting 80k and above. Okay, but for now, we are still within, just above us, a sticky zone. Okay, we are still within a sticky zone here. And until we can flip that sticky zone, I'm not going to start getting crazy bullish. Okay. At the end of the day, we're still in a strong uptrend. Something that people seem to not realise is people see a pullback like this and they think that's it, trend's gone. Okay, if you zoom out, weekly, it's just high dollar stuff now. Weekly, still in an uptrend. Realistically, that weekly doesn't start flipping bearish until you start taking out that pivot there. You could argue you've got some signs of weakness if you lose that pivot there. Where's that pivot? 50k. Okay, but as long as the weekly is still above this level, we are still arguably in an uptrend on a high time frame. Monthly, exactly the same again. Although your monthly pivot is all the way back down here at 23.5k. So what you've got to think of is price could, not saying it will, price could come all the way back down here and still be in an uptrend on a monthly time frame. That's what you got to think about, okay? So if you are a hodler or you are a trader, you've got to put that into perspective. You could see a drop from where we are right now all the way down here, 60%, and it's still been an uptrend on the monthly time frame. Yes, lower time frames will have broken structure to the downside, but the monthly would still remain intact, okay? So what people seem to fail to realise, when you get these big moves like this, price can retrace just as easily through that zone and still maintain the overall trend. Okay, right, hopefully you've learned something. If you have, hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, introduce yourself down below and say hi. I reply to every single one of you. And if you're not subscribed, consider subscribing. And until next time, gang, as you were, bye bye.